Here's the 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best nights want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basket.
Look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Bogut, Chandler Parsons out there with Williams, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Freak. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Here's Williams. A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Yes, he's looking at how they can establish an edge in this one. He's looking for them to lock things down on the interior first and foremost. He said our shot blocking is something that can really help us if we just play smart and avoid fouls. We want them shooting over length, and that's one thing my guys do bring to the table. A sound strategy, Kevin.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks, guys. What's your take on that?
You know, I think it's probably the way to go. The defensive approach suits their style and their personnel. So I think you go with it.
Yeah, and you stay true to your identity, and theirs is clearly at the defensive end.
Just 5 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys. You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Feeds it to Aldridge. There's Green with the 3. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Williams. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Holiday, no one around him. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Freak with it.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Outside, Green. Good on the triple.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Williams. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's Freak. Outside Leonard. Pass to Freak. Back to Leonard. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Leonard attacking. Took him no time at all on that one. Leonard's got 6.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Outside Williams. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. And here's Parsons. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Freak. Passes to McGarry. And the Spurs scoring again.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Big top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, thank you to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Anderson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Berea with it. He's picked up by Parker to stop the run. Dallas, no good that time either. Spurs leading by 11. Now, Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And another basket for San Antonio.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now, here's Berea. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Powell dishes to Holiday. Mahinmi kicks to Berea. Outside Holiday. Here's Mahinmi. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Got a piece of it. Berea kicks to Holiday. Lots of room. And the jumper falls for him. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
Yeah, and the officials on the floor will make the final determination after reviewing the footage from the NBA's replay center. And we can follow along. We see what they're seeing.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have.
And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role.
In every aspect, it's...
Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
And, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. Others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
Stick it too much.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall. Tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Santana in a 2-guard. Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Parker. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Parker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Spurs. Mavericks trail by 20. Berea kicks to Parsons. And out of bounds.
Alright, so maybe I can hear me now.
San Antonio gains possession.
If anybody's gonna be here.
His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to leave that one down easily.
Let's go.
Now here's Freak.
Oh shit.
Closer. It's stolen by Berea. And here we go. Fast break. Berea's got it. Dishes it to Parsons.
Still
Misses
miss.
off the
Come
left
on.
eye. San Antonio
Let's get it
lead
for
by
corner.
20. Here's Santana.
Perfect release, boy. That's how you do it, bro.
Freak's got
4 for 4.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you
Yo,
like
we
to
dead
see. They've
smacking
been
them, my nigga.
controlling the action
Give me
from
that.
both ends of the
Seeing it
court.
all the way. Come on.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Freak heading to the hoop.
Get up. Oh,
they get in the way of the alley-oop.
damn.
Not
That's
to
the
be.
second
Good play
time.
defensively. Parsons passes to Powell. Williams dishes to Powell. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
Let's go. Shoot
Gets
that.
to Aldridge.
There you
And
go.
another basket for San Antonio.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Indiana Pacers.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some
Oh, you ain't getting me there.
lackluster defense
Alright.
being played
Damn.
against them.
Agreed, guys. It was
Bad
really
warning.
quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Berea. 15 seconds
Cutting.
left to play in the first half.
Oh shit.
Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Santana. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening
Oh,
to
well,
get out of
should have
hand
blocked
and
that.
soon, partner.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's San Antonio.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
Seen it all, boy.
All of it.
Seen it all.
I mean, I see the whole defense as something I can exploit. Man, honestly, I got them running around like a chicken with his head cut off right now. I'm just having fun like it's a pickup game at this point.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we welcome you back, guys, but you know, anything can happen.
Let's get,
You look at Freak in this
let's get,
game, he has been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt
That's all.
his rhythm in the second
Come on.
half.
You know, guys, I think you've
Come on,
got
boy.
to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Our second half of basketball. And presented
Oh,
by
you
Gatorade.
lucky
Seems all
motherfucker.
fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor
Damn,
for
got
Dallas.
my shit blocked.
We've got Chandler Parsons. Williams is out there with Bogut, and it's Stewart in at the 4. Now here's
Well, you ain't getting by me, bro.
by Santana. Bogut sets a screen for Holiday. The dish now to Parsons.
Come on, shoot that from there.
From deep three-point
I'm really
range.
in. Never mind.
Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got
Come
his
on.
3rd rebound tonight.
Their rebounding has been off the charts
Oh,
today, guys.
hey.
Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Wait, hold on, let me see if I could try to put some.